Hello everyone, it's Tricia Giazzon back with another Dress It Up Buttons video. Today we're going to be making some fun doggy and kitty hair bows with a matching bracelet for the owner. And you can use these bows in your little girl's hair, or if you want to use them on your pet. They would be super adorable. So I'm just showing you here, I'm using some really cute buttons from Dress It Up. I'm using a kitten caboodle pack, the playful puppies and the fuzzy faces, trim, some confetti buttons, hair barrettes, of course, 8/0 seed beads, size 8. They work well for fitting everything in, and a few Jesse James beads, and of course our elasticity. So I have my beads out here, my buttons out here, and I've taken out 4 of the flowers, which I know that I'm going to use with the poodle button and the kitten button. And so I'm just going to start here, just making a simple bow by folding it over to make a loop on either end. And you're taking your barrette here just to make sure that's going to cover over your barrette, so not a lot of it's hanging out. So I'm just going to take my glue gun then and put it in the middle and put some dots of glue in the areas to make sure that it's going to stick together well for us. And once I get that done, I'm going to take and cut the bow away from the strand of trim. And then I'm going to take and make little strands, like little bow ends for them, sticking down, because I think it looks super adorable. So I'm just playing with it here, deciding what length I think I'm going to want, and I'm cutting 2 pieces of that. And then I'm just going to, once I get those 2 pieces cut, I'm going to trim the ends just to give it a cool little look on the end there, so it's nice and pointed on either one. And then I'm just going to proceed to hot glue those on to the back. Okay, and then just flip your bow over, and you can see how cute that'll be. So I have my poodle button here, and I'm just going to take a pair of trimmers and just cut the shank off to make it flat on the back. You can use a heavy-duty pair of scissors, anything like that works. I'm just going to place some hot glue in the center, and simply as that, glue down my doggy button. Then I'm going to take a dab of glue on this side and add one of my adorable flowers from the confetti mix, and one on the other side. And it's just that simple to design your bow. Now, once you get your bow designed, you're, of course, going to stick it onto your barrette blank. You're just going to put some hot glue on that, and then just put your bow on it. And make sure that it's adhering, that it's stuck down to all the areas that it needs to be. I just kind of put it on and then hold it for, a few seconds just to make sure everything's kind of gripped, and then it's ready to go at that point. So you can see here, just as easy as that, we made an adorable hair bow. So, and then I have some more trim here. It's more of a lacy look, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing, but show you here how to make a little bit different of a bow. And I've started out with the 2, and then I'm going to make loops on either side of those loops. And then I'm going to make one more loop at the top. And that's going to give us just a really cute, it's a bigger bow, but it's super adorable, and it has those 4 sides on it. And I'm just going to glue in between each layer. You can see I'm just pushing my hot glue down in there, the tip of it. Watch you don't burn your fingers on this. Just pushing it down inside there, holding it for a second. And you can see there's one tail that was there from the end of the last loop that we made. So I just cut another tail, and I'm going to glue that on. I'm taking my scissors here so I don't burn my fingers, just to hold that down. And then I'm going to take and trim that side that was already on down to the size that I want to match the other one, just with the scissors, very simply. And you can see I need to sharpen my scissors apparently. So I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue in the center and add my little kitty button, just like we did before. And this time I'm going to take the flowers and I'm going to put them at the end of the bow on the ends that are kind of hanging down there. And I just think it looks super cute. You guys could embellish, you know, these to the moon and back, because there's so many beautiful options in the button mixes. You could even put multiple dogs or cats on each bow. That would be super cute. And then I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just putting some hot glue on my barrette and then pressing my bow to it. I know for myself, I don't have children, so I'll end up probably using these in my poodle's hair, because I like to pull their hair up and put little bows. They're little girls, so they look super cute in this kind of stuff. So that is our kitty. It shows you how simple that one was. It's on the barrette, ready to roll. And then our poodle. Super cute. Lots of adorable choices for the kittens and the buttons. The kittens and the dog buttons. So now we're going to start our stretch bracelet that we're going to do. So you can match either each other, or you can match your dog, or you can match your children, or you can give them to, the bracelet would be perfect for a little girl as well. So I'm just starting out by putting on, I think I put a bead on there, and now I'm just adding on some of these adorable buttons. And I'm just kind of going every other with the colors. And as I'm adding them in there, I'm kind of building the sizes down, because I'm starting with a larger button and going down toward where I'm going to have the focal dog button there. Okay, and then once I get to that tiny button, you can see the bead is there. I'm going to add 3 of the size 8 seed beads on. And then what this is going to do, guys, is this will give our focal button some room to move, room to fit correctly in between the other buttons. It just gives them some space, and it holds them better into position. You can see I have 2 there, and we just need to add 1 more. And then I'm going to pick up one of these adorable doggy buttons. I'm deciding, okay, I'm going to put that little gray guy on. He is super adorable. And then I'm going to do 3 more seed beads on the other side. And once we get these seed beads on, we're going to start picking up our buttons to do a matching side that we, you know, to match the other side of it. But we're going to start going from the smaller buttons to the larger buttons this time. So you want the smaller buttons to be sitting closer to your focal button. Here I'm showing you. Okay, and those seed beads go right behind that button and just kind of keep things all lined up. And it keeps them straight. So I'm just going to do the opposite. I'm starting with my tiny button, and then I'm just going to work up from there. Okay, so I have that on, and now we'll put on the next size in the purple. It would be really pretty to do like a rainbow bracelet like this, with these beautiful confetti buttons, and the little doggies and kitties. Would just be an adorable little bracelet. And I'm just building that side up. Okay. And you can see here how that looks. Okay. So we're just going to add another bead on there, and then we're going to start our process over again. And you can see here there are 3 sections now that I've done this exact same way, and I'm going to put 1 more bead on the end, and then I'm going to show you here how to tie your bracelet off. Now I work on the strand of elasticity and then just cut when I'm ready to go. I find that I use less, there's less waste. So here I'm tying my knot, and it's just right over left and left over right. You can do 2 to 3 knots, but 2 seems to have secured this enough for me. You can see there, I'm just pulling that snug. You can put a dot of glue on this before you trim it. Any kind of like super glue, or if you have GS Hypo Cement, which is a type of jewelry glue, that works. Pretty much anything like that, like E6000, works just great too. And then I'm just trimming those ends off, guys. And it's just as simple as that. And you get an adorable bracelet with some adorable ear bows. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, as I always enjoy making them for you. And I'll see you in the next one, guys.